Hi, I'm out here to talk about Haran Ua and befriending the earth. For those of you that have been following our videos, you probably know a little bit about the Haran Ua process. If not, I encourage you to look through our videos on YouTube. You'll find the links in the comment section below. Find out a little bit more about it. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is really making the concept real. When we talk about our relationship with the earth, remembering that relationship and solidifying it, sometimes it seems very conceptual. It doesn't seem like there's really any weight to it or gravitas. It doesn't seem real. One of the things that I suggest you do in order to make it more of a real concept to you is something that owning a base set of Haran Ua will help to encourage, by virtue of the fact that it takes a frequency, makes that frequency common to you and the earth, and allows you to communicate. So think of it as a common language. But when you combine that with your own experience and your observation, your senses, you really do remember and experience your connection to the earth. So let's start here. Go out into your yard or along a walk in the morning on your way to work, someplace that's familiar to you, someplace that you will pass often. And choose, in the beginning, a very small plant or bush or tree or shrub. I've chosen this little plant. It's nothing spectacular, but it is unique in that it is the only one of its kind. Study the plant. Watch it. As you see here, the breeze is blowing. You can experience how it feels, how it sounds. Perhaps any smells that the wind brings along with it. And then study the plant, the leaves, the way it grows, the direction that it's growing in. This little plant has chosen to grow next to some wood, and it's hugging the wood, staying close, using it for protection, using it for strength. If you have a base set of Haran Ua stones, you can place them at the root of the tree or the shrub or the plant. This will help to make the connection to it and between you and the plant. If you don't, you can simply sit and meditate. Try to feel what the plant is feeling. But it's important that you observe what's happening on this particular day at this particular time. How does the light reflect off of the plant? I've suggested that you pick something small to start so that you aren't overwhelmed by the details. And it will make it easier for you to see that every day when you come to visit the plant again, there are changes. Perhaps it's rained and there's water on the leaves. Perhaps it's grown a bit in the last week of your observation. Perhaps a leaf or a branch has broken. As the seasons change, the plant or the shrub may change color. It may drop leaves. Notice all of these changes. Get down close to the earth and feel the changes. See how the insects and the birds interact with the plant. Get to know it. Befriend it. This one small example of Earth's gifts, of its growth, of the seasons that pass, will help you to connect and make it more personal. And as you watch and observe, and the time goes by, you will know when it seems time to leave this plant to its own devices. Perhaps it's a seasonal plant that might die off. Maybe it will renew itself in the spring. Whatever the case may be, it might be time to move on to another, perhaps larger plant or bush or tree, and to observe its bark, its leaves, its branches, the way that the birds nest, the way that the insects use tiny twigs around the base. These are things that we do not notice in passing on a daily basis. They're things that we are distracted and unable to see unless and until we sit with the earth and notice each of those small plants, those things that may grow into very large trees or shrubs or bushes over time. Each one of those depends on the earth for shelter, for food source, for water, just as we do, and we share the earth's gifts with them. So take the time and befriend a little plant, a little tree, a little shrub, a little being, and make that connection personal.